Today I am starting this vlog. It's a reading vlog and I've never done one before, so I'm going to be showing you what I'm reading throughout the week. This week I have a bunch of books I really want to get to for work, meaning that I want to feature them in a blog post or talk about them on Instagram if I like them. So I kind of have to vet them, and that's what I'm doing this week. I'm also working on my gift guide. So at the end of every year we do like a gift guide on the website, and we do for like different ages. So we've already published the 9 to 11 gift guide. The 6 to 8 gift guide should be out soon, but we're still finalizing the 12 plus guide, which was really fun for me to work on this year because I've been trying to read more young adult literature, especially young adult literature that's like appropriate for middle schoolers, upper middle schoolers. So it's been really, really fun to work on that. I'm going to show you the books on my TBR this week, and we'll see if I can get to them. So I have a bunch of physical books, one book on my Kindle I really want to get to this week, and many audiobooks. So typically I go through more audiobooks than any other format. Every week I complete at least 2 audiobooks. But this week I'm also traveling, so I'm not going to be home and doing a lot of like housework and stuff, which is when I do lots of my audiobook listening. So I don't know how that's going to work. But I'm currently listening to the audiobook for Boy 2.0 by Tracey Baptiste. And I have 2 others. I'm going to need my phone to tell you which other 2 they are, because I can't remember. But once I have my phone, it's charging. Once I have my phone, I will tell you about the audiobooks. But first, let me tell you about the physical copies that I have and the Kindle book that I want to read. So this is the stack, and starting out the lineup is My Fairy God Somebody. This is coming out in December, so I'm reading for 2 reasons. I'm reading it because every month I publish a list of books coming out, new releases for that month, middle grade, young adult, everything appropriate for like middle school and maybe like 9th grade. So this is one that I've started reading already, and I'm really enjoying. It's kind of like a mystery about a girl who's looking for her dad because her mom hasn't told her much about him. So yeah, I'm curious to see where it goes. I've never read anything by this author, so I'm very excited about this one. This is an oldie, I guess like a backlist title. It's called The Goldfish Boy. I know it's about a boy who has OCD, and it's a mystery. So I'm really looking forward to it. The font looks okay. I'm really picky about fonts. But yes, I'm excited about this one. This is a newer release. It's called Oliver's Great Big Universe. I think this is one that's going to be good for kids who like Diary of a Wimpy Kid, that kind of thing. But I'm going to read it to confirm. It was actually gifted to me by the publisher, so I'm looking forward to going through it. There's a lot of illustrations. I'm actually reading it for a post about middle grade books with illustrations, so that's why I'm kind of vetting this. And it's quite short. I think it's about 230 something pages long, which is not bad. So here's hoping I can finish this by Friday. And the last one is Julia and the Shark, another illustrated middle grade book. I've already started reading this one. This has like nice black and white images with lots of yellow accents, which is really pretty. That's Julia and the Shark. Making progress, but I wanted to show you something I liked in this book. The book is actually really picking up, which I'm glad about. So the main character says, I like books obviously because I like words, but only when things happen right from the first page. And that's my kind of girl. I think these are the kinds of books kids need, the ones that begin with things happening right off the bat. This one actually has a great opening sentence. I'm going to show you. Okay, maybe not opening sentence, but like opening chapter. So this is on the second page, and it says, "My name is Julia. This is the story of the summer I lost my mom. I found a shark older than trees." Don't worry though, that doesn't spoil the ending, which is just very, very cool. Okay, back to reading now. Hi, so I've showered and I just came out of the bathroom of the shower and I found that I got a package in the mail. I think it's going to be books. I did order some graphic novels, so I'm going to unbox them while we're on this vlog about all things books and reading. Yes, definitely graphic novels. So let's take a quick look. So I'm making a video very soon about some of my favorite graphic novels. I have to find like a better position for this. I have to find a better position. Okay. So yes, so that's why I got some of these, because I think with graphic novels it's so important to be able to show what they look like on the inside. So I'm gonna go through all of these quickly. This is number 1. You'll hear more about that in my graphic novel video. This is number 2. Number 3. So these 3 I've actually read and loved, like adored. Probably like some of my favorite graphic novels, middle grade graphic novels of all time. This is a newer one that I really want to read. Oh wow, it's actually really nice on the inside. From the cover, I expected something like fantastical or otherworldly, and then I open, okay, there are some fantastical scenes. I want to show you the page I opened. Yeah, I opened this page and I was like, oh, this looks totally normal. Doesn't look like I would find that in this graphic novel, but yeah, there are some fantastical scenes which I'm excited to discover. And finally, this one. This came out in 2024 and it's been doing really well. Kids are loving it. If you have like Raina Telgemeier fans, don't miss this one. Yeah, that's the stack. I'm also planning to do like a bookshelf tour. So I'm gonna go stack these in my shelf and hopefully you'll be seeing them in a video sometime soon. Now I am done with, I'm done with reading for today. I've done a few pages of Julia and the Shark and My Fairy Got Somebody. So it's time to make lunch, and I'm going to do that with my current audiobook, which is Boy 2.0. Very, very, very invested in this audiobook. I had been seeing it around, and I was hesitant because I thought like it would be like supernatural powers, which is really not my thing. But it's actually sci-fi, which is wonderful. It's about this boy who discovers that he has the ability to go invisible. So right now I'm at the point where he's discovered this ability and he's trying to figure out why or how he has it. So he's actually a foster kid, and there's also like discussions about race and racial violence. So I'm very invested. This is my first time reading Tracey Baptiste. So fun. Okay, so I'm gonna do that while I cook, and I'll let you know how it's going later. I just finished this book and I really loved it. Like, I would say definitely 5 stars. I saw some reviews saying that it starts off really slowly, but I didn't feel that way. Maybe because I was doing the audiobook, it went by really quickly for me. I felt like the story just moved at a really nice pace, and I didn't feel like it was dragging or like moving too slowly at any point. So that's book number 1 of the week done. And I'm gonna start my next audiobook. Not right now. I feel like after I finish reading a book, especially an audiobook, I just like need a minute to like marinate. So I have a few options. It's either going to be Barefoot Dreams of Petra Luna or A Queen's Game or Reasons to Look at the Night Sky. I'm also considering some books that I have on Audible. So probably One Big Open Sky or Black Star. So those are the books that I'm considering right now. It's going to be one of those. For now, though, I'm going to finish up some work. I'm working on a blog post about books for kids who love Raina Telgemeier. So that's going to go up like any minute now once I'm done with it. And after that, I'm going to take a nap. We have to head out later this evening, but yeah, take a nap and then get ready to leave the house soon. Who knows? I might read later in the evening. So that's it. That might be it for today, but we'll see if I get any more reading done. I'll definitely update you. See you. Good morning. It's Tuesday. I'm actually really tired today. And I'm traveling tomorrow, so I'm going to be doing some life admin stuff. Today, I am going to finish up laundry. I usually do all of my laundry on Monday, but sometimes it spills over into Tuesday, especially if I start late on Monday. So I'm finishing laundry today. I am also starting a new audiobook. I wanted us to start it together, so I haven't pressed play yet. I'm going to be starting this book, which I started reading like earlier this year when I got an advanced reader copy, but I just couldn't get into it, like the text version. It's called One Big Open Sky by Lesa Cline-Ransom. I'm going to show you once it starts playing on my phone. But yes, that's the audiobook of the day. I'm really hoping that I enjoy it. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. And then I'm making like brunch, a quick brunch. And then I'll probably tidy up a bit. I have like laundry from last week to fold, so I'm gonna do that as well. And yeah, I also have some dishes to do. So it's a big day. But once all of that is done, then I'm going to start packing, just so it's like done and out of the way, because I have an early flight tomorrow. So let's go. So, I'm about an hour and 16 minutes into this audiobook, and initial thoughts. I like it as an adult, but keep in mind this is a children's book. It is written from the perspective of a kid and also her mother. So there's like two narrators so far. And it's about this black family leaving the lands where they used to work for the white men after the end of slavery, essentially, and going off to Nebraska to find their own land. So it's, I guess, black homesteaders. That's what the publisher's description says. So far, I really like the narrator's voice. I think the writing is beautiful. There's a lot of like small nuances. There's a lot of showing instead of telling, which is wonderful. I'm just nervous right now as to how to sell this to a kid. I just can't really see many kids liking this unless you were to read it aloud to them, like at home or in a classroom or as part of like a unit in your classroom. It could work. However, a kid just picking this up and reading it and enjoying it, highly unlikely. But again, I mean, kids are different and readers are different, so I don't know. But those are my initial thoughts. So I'm going to keep listening. I'm enjoying it. I don't want to put it down, even though it's not like the most propulsive thing ever. I think it's just like really nice storytelling, which is nice. Yeah, it's very skillful storytelling, that I can tell you. So I'm going to go back to my audiobook and continue cleaning up. And I'll see you soon. For the third time, I'm going to try to make a video. I don't even have 1 second. Hi. So, as you can see, I have my headscarf on, which means I have taken a nap this evening. I've taken a nap. I ordered room service. So I've eaten my first meal of the day, which you can see right there. So today was not a huge reading day for me because I'm tired and some days you're just craving something different. So today's vibes, I think I'm going to watch a movie because I can do that. I've been watching lots of YouTube, but I'm going to commit and try to find a nice movie I can watch. I did read a few pages of my Kindle book on the plane, and I really enjoyed it. I plan to go back to that probably tomorrow night. I'm in Lagos. I live in Abuja, Nigeria, but I took a trip to Lagos because I have a thing that I have to do here. And so I'm going to do the thing tomorrow. And then once I'm done with that, I'll have some time because I'm here for 2 nights. So I'm going to have some time tomorrow. I plan to like go to lunch at a nice place tomorrow, get some reading done, come back home, do some more self-care. Every time I'm in a hotel, even if I'm here for like work or something serious, it just feels like a vacation. So I'm like really absorbing the vibes. I've ordered room service. I'm having pizza tonight. So I'm very excited. It feels very relaxing. Just like not being home, not being my regular type A self, being responsible for everything. Just the change of routine feels very calming and relaxing. So I'm really soaking all of that up. So I'm going to find a movie to watch. Hopefully I can decide on something, like the Netflix decision paralysis. It gets me every single time, but I'm going to make an effort to actually find something chill I can watch. And then I'm going to eat my pizza when it arrives. And what would be my next plan? Yeah, eat pizza, watch a movie, shower, get in my PJs, and go to bed early so that I can get up tomorrow to do my thing. Yeah, so I will see you probably tomorrow. Remember when I said I was gonna like take you throughout the day, go somewhere to eat, all of that? I did not. So like after I did my thing today, I was just like, I was just done. I didn't have the energy or the will to do anything but come home, eat some pasta. We'll come back to the hotel, eat some pasta, and just like lay in bed and watch 3 episodes of The Smart Money Woman, which is like a show. The first season was on Netflix, but the second season is on YouTube, and it's really good. It's like educational about financial literacy, but also like lots of Lagos drama. So if you haven't watched any Nigerian series, this is a good one to check out. I'm gonna put a picture of it, and then add a link to their YouTube channel. It's really good. So I did not do any reading today. However, I've decided that one of the books I was going to read, the one about Oliver's something, I can't remember, I'm going to get the audiobook. So this happens a lot where I have the physical copy of the book, but then end up buying the audiobook because I just don't have the time to sit with a book. So I'm going to get the audiobook and try to listen to it, get a sense of the story before I recommend it tomorrow, because the post is supposed to go live tomorrow, the one about illustrated middle grade books. I will link it in the description. Julia and the Shark, I think, is more promising in terms of me getting to finish it because I didn't even bring a copy of the other one. So I'm going to work on Julia and the Shark tonight or early tomorrow morning before I can recommend it in the post. And I'm going to do the audiobook this evening before I go to bed, which is like a tall order. I'm getting all these messages from like my friends because my first vlog went up. Let me show you. Oh, yeah, I shared a link and there was like a lot of cheering, which is nice. Yeah, my husband also just sent me a message. I'm gonna try to show you. Oops. There you go. Yeah, he's telling me to like post about. He's telling me to post about the video on Instagram, so I'm gonna go do that. I'm very nervous about posting vlogs. They just feel so personal, and I'm new at it, and we all know how challenging it can be to be new at stuff, especially if you're like used to being good at stuff. Being new is really hard. So every new thing I have tried, I have been very stressed by, but new things tend to be really rewarding, and I'm very excited about YouTube. I'm very excited about how excited I am about it, which is really good, and I'm really getting into the whole vlogging thing. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to get the audiobook and start listening, see how much I can get through, and then yeah, maybe I'll update you tonight. Maybe I won't. Maybe you'll hear from me tomorrow. Tomorrow is my flight back to Abuja. That's Apple for you. It's like all your devices will be pinging from the same message. Anyway, yeah, so tomorrow's my flight back, and I have a really busy weekend, so I really doubt I'll be doing much reading unless maybe on Sunday. But let's see how this evening goes first. See ya. I have bad news. I did not like the book, so I was like 10 minutes into the audiobook, and it's very STEM heavy, and it's all about like the Big Bang and all of that, and it's just not something I like or would want to recommend. So we're not posting about illustrated books tomorrow. I have to go back to the drawing board because I really want to recommend a particular number of books. So I need one more book to add to the list. I'm sure I have read like other illustrated middle grade books. So I'm just going to go back to the drawing board and look for those, but I'm too tired. This week has taken everything out of me. So I'm going to push that to next week. And instead, I have another post that I'm putting up tomorrow. And I think that will save me a lot of stress. I'm learning to do that for myself these days. Like, it's not like I'm not saving the world. So if I can't get a particular post up when I want to, I'll just postpone it and then put it up when it's ready, so that it's full of recommendations that I'm really proud of and willing to share. I will still be reading tonight, but I'm probably just going to read what I really want to read, which is that YA book, My Fairy God Somebody. I've been thinking about it a lot since I read a few pages. So that's probably what I'm going to do, because I've had a long week and I have earned the right to read what I want to read, not what the blog wants me to read. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be reading tonight. Hopefully tomorrow morning I'll have an update for you about how many pages I read or how far in I am. It's good night now. Yeah. Bye. Hi, I'm home. So I got back yesterday. I didn't even vlog at all yesterday because I was at the airport. I actually went to the airport like 3 hours earlier than I should have. So my flight was for 14:20 and I thought it was for 12:40. So I went to the airport at like 10 o'clock for a 2 p.m. flight, and I had to wait until 2 p.m. And then my flight didn't leave until past 3. So I was like losing my will to live out there. But I made it home and I just decompressed for most of yesterday. But while I was waiting, I actually made a lot of progress on my YA novel that I was reading, My Fairy God Somebody. I am past 50% of the way on that story, so that's nice. I think I should be finishing it this weekend. And then I came home and I found out that I got some graphic novels in the mail while I was away. And of course, I promptly started reading those because, I don't know, it just felt like what I needed. I'm going to show you the one I'm reading right now. It's actually really cute. It's all about animals and pet rescue. So I'm excited about that and I'm enjoying it. Like, as soon as I started reading it, I got very invested, which is always a good sign. So I'm finishing up a chapter book because I've been doing a lot of chapter book recommendations for younger grades, actually younger than third graders, which is not what I'm used to, but it's time to like read some more of those. So I've been trying to like find a few more so I can have options to recommend to my audience. So it's looking like a Saturday with cartoons weekend, and by cartoons I mean graphic novels. That's my plan for today. Read some graphic novels, rest, because I feel like a truck ran me over. So I'm going to read some graphic novels, finish my YA novel, clean up my house. It's been very dusty lately and I left my office window open, so my curtain is no longer white. It's kind of like brown right now, so I'm gonna have to take down the curtains, wash the curtains, do some other cleanup around the house, and just like try to get back on track before the new week starts. That is my plan for today. Well, I guess I will see you around. I thought today would be the last day of the vlog, but I guess I still have some more reading in me this week. I'll keep you updated. So, I take back what I said before about One Big Open Sky. I just finished it and I loved it. And I think that kids are gonna like this book too. Here's why. So the story actually picked up. It got really interesting. And sorry if I'm making you dizzy. And I really like grew to love Letty's voice. And there's just like so much, I don't want to say adventure, but maybe survival in a way that's very kid appropriate, but also appropriate for like slightly older kid readers. So like your 6th, 7th, 8th graders, I feel like this would really appeal to them because there's a 16-year-old narrator as well as Letty's mom. and then Letty herself. So it's three women narrating the story, and it was just so eye-opening. I was like absolutely caught up in this story, and now I'm like really excited to share it with more young readers. So yeah, I think maybe the verse format is intimidating in the beginning because of just like the expanse of the story, and I think the same thing that scares me a little with some historical fiction. It just feels like a very far back time, but on audio I'm able to bridge that gap because I hear the narrator's voice and it just like takes you there. So everything I'm saying, I think this was like a 5-star read for me, and maybe one of my favorite books this year. I really liked it. We'll see. So my next audiobook is probably going to be another historical fiction. I think it's called The Barefoot Dreams of Petra Luna. I've heard great things about it. I'm about to dive in. All of this to say, I am working on a list of historical fiction books. I already have one up, but I'm updating it, which is something I do with all my lists. I'm updating it, so I'm really trying to find some new favorites that I can share. And that's what I'm reading for this weekend. But also I'm enjoying myself. I think I've been listening to some really great books. And that brings us to 2 audiobooks finished and 1 digital book. I'm still halfway through the Kindle one and I haven't finished it yet, but let's see if I can squeeze in any more this weekend. See you. I'm getting ready to film a video now, so I think I'm going to wrap up this reading vlog here. I think it's been pretty close to what my reading life looks like, except maybe the trip I took middle of the week. So this week I'm already like halfway through The Barefoot Dreams of Petra Luna, and I have a feeling I'm going to finish that today. But besides that book, I've also finished Boy 2.0, 1 chapter book, Sadiq and the Desert Star, and I also finished, I feel like I finished something else. Oh yes, One Big Open Sky. So that's 3 books. And then if you add Barefoot Dreams of Petra Luna, I think that would be my 4th book of the week. I might also finish another book, but I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I think that's pretty much what my reading week looks like. I typically finish 4 to 6 books. If I'm having like a very good reading week, maybe 6 to 7 books. But yeah, this is where I'm going to finish off for today. I'm about to film a video all about graphic novels. So my stack is right there. And there's a lot of construction. I mean, I would hope they took Sundays off, but apparently not. So let's see how we can make this work. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching my video. I would love to know what a week in your reading life looks like. And let me know if you like this kind of video and if I should make more reading vlogs. I think I enjoyed it. It's quite time consuming because every time I'm reading, I have to like tell the camera that I'm reading, but I loved just like keeping track of what I was reading and what my reading life looked like throughout this week. And I'm looking forward to doing another one sometime soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I would love to see you for my next video. Bye.